lights are out, you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me. Just hold me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all those of you in between, it is I, your host, Cranio Dad, coming at you on this beautiful Tuesday, almost afternoon by some semblance of the definition, on Tuesday, the 16th of June, 2026. It's a little bit before 11 o'clock in the morning. I'm enjoying my second to last day of vacation. I committed to myself last night that I would take this morning, get one of my classes done, tighten some things up on the stream, do a little sneaky day stream. I'm going to see if everything that I put into place last night up until about 3 o'clock this morning works. And then I'll be able to take care of my second class this afternoon for my degree. And then I should be able to come back tonight for my regularly scheduled stream. So this is going to be another shorter stream. My wife and youngest son are out at a bird park enjoying the nice, cool weather. Cool as it could be in comparison to what we've had in the past. My older 3 kids are all at a sports camp, so I've got the whole house to myself yet again. We are back at Frostpunk 2. This is our 10th stream for this game. I think we're somewhere to the tune of episode number 43 or 45 for the breakdown series over on YouTube. And we are nearing the beginning, finally, thanks to the help from chat yesterday, of the second to last chapter that I'm aware of. So I'm hoping to be able to continue progress and not fail. I think I'm teetering on the edge, but we will find out as we progress. For those of you that care to find out more, If you go to my blog, which is at craniodad.com, if you go to the streaming section, you'll see the games that I'm intending on playing coming up. You'll see the game order. You can directly influence that by adding, why isn't that going to Twitch? Interesting. Yet another thing that I need to fix. It is what it is, chat. It is what it is. But if you go to craniodad.com, you'll see my blog. You'll see stuff about me. You'll see the charities that I work for, or the charities that I raise money for, as well as the cycle that I'm on. I've got a plan of games that I'd like to play. I've got an order. You can influence that by suggesting games here on Twitch, providing that my bot continues to work in some way, shape, or form. So all that aside, I know that we have somewhere between an hour and a half and 2.5 hours of time today. And it's my joy to be here for you, for most of you, for lunch, for an early lunch, and all that fun stuff. So thank you for hanging out. Feel free to chat. Magic Word is still active over on Twitch. That means all you got to do is type. And there's a word that will unlock something new on this channel once it's used the appropriate number of times in the appropriate ways. Don't try to use it as a command. That's not how it works. But that is still up and running and live, and you guys are getting dangerously close. And I've added a few little things of spice to it overnight that will make it a little bit easier for you to understand where you're at, as well as kind of keep track of some things a little bit better. But anyway, let's turn this up and get into the game, because that's where we are. All right, chat. We're going to continue. Week 576. Returning to Winterhome, which I believe we're going to have exposed soon. I just got an achievement. Have negative relations with all communities and factions. Oh, this is starting out outstanding. Awesome. Not much more I can say. Awesome. I got refugees that are going to be here right now. There goes my housing. So let's do what we have learned to do, which is to pause and take stock with where we are. The negative relations with everybody, not great. I'm going to have to pull that back quite a bit, I think. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. My explorations just got done, which is good. Remains of an old bridge. Outpost predicted. Temperature drops for winter. Blah, 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 blah. Ideal place for a beacon to help. I'll consider it. Ruins of Winterhome. Dreadnought Husk. We'll bring back another 2,300 Frostlanders. So let's do the smart thing. Before we click anything here, go back to New London. Let's add a whole bunch of housing and consolidated housing, which means I need a frost break. We'll add some there. We will add housing, subsidized housing block here, and a subsidized housing block there. And we're gonna need more housing. So let's add another housing district right now anywhere we can. I don't think I have any real spaces I can, because I got to frost break quite a bit. Yeah, I got to frost break quite a bit. Can I do more frost break? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we'll get that stuff going. Food's gonna become a big problem. Anything else that I need to think about? I've got council and recess for another 3 days. Everybody hates me. I have food that I can believe that I can activate. Yeah, I've got food I can activate. So maybe get food coming in. I'll lose some Frostland teams, and that's okay for now. And then we will go ahead and to take to explore the site. Oh, well, I guess I'm exploring it anyway. Let's do Skyways. There. Bring them in. Need 30 Frostland teams. So once I get a couple teams back, I'm going to have to bring these cores in. Oh, these are all prefabs. We can start bringing coal. I'm going to hold off on that. All right, and let's check over here at the Dreadnought. I can launch the expedition there. Let's do that before I overcommit my teams. Now let's go check out the Dreadnought, see what's going on here. We're okay on housing. They're not great on heat. There's unfulfilled of 50. They're losing oil. So let's rebalance a little bit before we hit play. Try to get them back to that like +5 range. They have a lot of materials that they don't need. And their stockpile is full anyway. So let's take this down to like something like that. And we'll bring a couple of these back. Okay. Now, we need more resources. We need more food. Is going to be okay for a little bit, not long. We need more resources and we need more goods. I don't understand why my good production is always low. Oh, is it because it's chilly? Okay. So why are these? Oh, because we have a temperature thing going on. Should be livable. All right, let's hit play. Oh, research. I've got research I should be doing. Do workers' housing. Now we hit play. Now let's see how horrible things are going to be. All right, so we've got overcrowded.
The floor is open for debate as the council convenes.
All right. So if you're watching on Twitch, you're going to have the opportunity to pop up on, or if you're watching on Twitch and on PC, you're going to be able to have an opportunity to vote. So this is alcohol, city-run alcohol shops. Basically ABC stores for my American friends. The people wanting to supplement their alcohol rations will be able to buy more from the city. This will generate extra income that will benefit all. Heat stamps is increased, a small step towards equality. 33 or 4, 45 are hesitant against this 22. I'm not going to use any guided voting. Not for this. I don't think it's warranted. Yeah, I just don't. Let me fix this over here. There we go. All right. see how this vote runs.
The proposed
There we go.
law has been approved.
Try to make the pilgrims a little happy, right? All right. And housing is still short, but we're building, we're building, we're building.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
Trust falls due to ongoing protests. Who's protesting again? I mean, everybody's protesting. All right. I think what messed me up yesterday was I got dinged for not using the action on the party after I did what they wanted me to do. Oh, cool. They overtake a food district. It's the Pilgrims. That's great. You're still making these people happy. We'll get there. We will get there. All right. I see we're going to warm up. This is nearing its end. Okay, people are dying doing the protest. All right, pause. I need to build some more housing. Let me knock that out real fast. As soon as that's built, we'll insulate it. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else we could really do right now besides sit and wait? Oh, that's one less house. Let's see. I don't know if there's much else I could do to get the city higher besides raise the temperature, which is going to do on its own, and they'll probably, oh, at least get everything to livable. That's not insulated. That's a problem. Insulation helps. They move it to livable, and that way when the insulation takes place, they'll move it to warm. It's cost me 50 heat stamps and 50 per building. But to up some production, probably something I should have been doing all along. Cool. No more rallies for me. This is going downhill pretty fast, chat. Can't do anything there because of protests. Man, I missed out on a lot of insulation. All right.
The delegates have gathered and will consider.
That was fast for the delegates.
Agenda.
What do I have left to propose? Oh, I've got a lot of stuff. Society, parenthood, unregulated parenthood. What do I have on the agenda that I have to do. I have a promise for parenthood to somebody. Now I can lower these back down because they're too warm. Let me in there. All right, so that helped a little bit, but not much. I owe somebody something, and I owe something somewhere else too. So city is housing distribution. Same thing, viewers on Twitch on computer. Your opportunity to vote. This is a promise that I've made to the pilgrims about housing distribution. Every allocated a minimum living space, because that's how society functions.
The delegates have spoken.
That should take care of my housing problem.
Takes effect.
Now I've got a ton of extra housing, which means I should be able to turn this one off, turn this one off, insulate it, but then turn it off. And what happens if I turn this one off? Nope, not that one. Why is this so chilly? It's 11. Okay, so I'll leave a plus 37 is fine for now. I'm sure there's a district that doesn't have a lot. What happens if I shut down the district that they're protesting? Nothing. Can't do anything. It was a thought, chat. It was a thought. All right. And I need research workers village and research mandatory unions. It's almost there. Emperor Bernard, thank you so much for the follow. Don't know why that's not working, but I appreciate it. Gives me something else to work on in between streams. No, thank you. Really appreciate it. All right. Come on, research finished. Oh, I'm still paused. Okay, there's Workers Village. Research mandatory unions. Let's get that one started before we do anything else. Back to play. Workers Village. Put one here. Fishing spot has been depleted.
Our scouts have surveyed new areas.
All right. Man, I'm having a hard time with these areas getting too warm. Yay, they've taken over a third spot because I can only research but so fast. This is about to be done. Let's go pause, take a look. That way I'm not distracted while I'm dealing with winter home. Connect to path, gain access to. So this is winter home, right? And this is where not connected to the city via trails. Connect to path. All right, so winter home's connected. We've got... I'll come back to them. Old times people long, blah, 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 blah. Materials. And prefabs. What's Valley look like? More people. Which will be helpful because we got to get winter home to like 10,000 people. Bridge line is dangerous. I've only got 24 teams. Anything else I could really want to do? Shut it down. 10 frost on the team, 20 guards. They'll give them something to do. All right. I'm down to 14 teams. Let's go back. The research has got to fly. See, all those new people, still +3 housing. And we're going to have 2 housing districts down. We could go ahead and build a third one because we're going to need more. We'll build it and then we'll shut it down right away. That way we have 3 housing districts in case we get a sudden influx of a whole bunch of people. I'm not anticipating surviving that long because I got a lot of people mad at me. A lot of people mad at me. Let's see how things are going over here at Dreadnought. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. Research is what I need to finish. Come on. Come on, research. Man, I need cores. I think I need like 25 cores or something like that.
The Research Institute. Yeah.
Let's see. Wait. Skeptical. And who's actively protesting? Is it just these guys? Make a promise. For colonist voice restrained. What percentage of the place are there? They are. Sign secret police. Fund projects or make a promise. What promises do they want? Promise to heat homes. You will have 40 weeks. Use community action. Heat homes. Okay. Build at least one subsidized home block in any district. You'll have 40 weeks. Okay. Let's do that. I swear, if I could have just done that the whole time in the protest, that would have been great. All right, how are we functioning? Everything's warm at 100%. Still losing stuff. Warm 100, warm 100. Warm 100. I think I need to research hot houses. Bio-waste hot house. 28% of the city, 2018, so that's 38. Let's keep these guys happy for a little bit. Let's get hot houses going. And we'll find out about winter home in just a minute. And let's pass. Labor organizations required to pass this one, folks. To ensure that well-being workers will be required to join unions that will co-manage their workplaces. Trust rises slightly, efficiency is slightly decreased. Open up to you guys over on Twitch as well. Again, I need this one in order to kind of quell some of these issues that we're having. So we'll leave it open for about 30 seconds. Yeah, it looks like Magic Word is still going. And while it's doing that, I'm going to take a quick look at something over here. I want to figure out why, when I push a particular button, it is not sending to both. See, that is log. Oh, streamer bot, don't you freeze up on me. I know I have you doing a lot right now. Command block. Interesting. So maybe that's a setting that I need to fix somewhere else, because it should be going to both, but it's not. It's obviously just going to YouTube, which I don't want. I want to go to both places. So anyway, let's vote. Early clapping. There we go. We now have unions.
The delegates have spoken. The law takes effect.
This is the housing district that I need to insulate and turn off. See? Hey, look at you. No longer red underneath
Your
you.
council has voted.
And what do you want to say? Miller crumpling his newspaper angrily. Gutless pandering, that's what it is. Sure, it is. I want to try to win the game. And who will pay the price? We will, of course. We will always do. Well, no more. We won't be sitting idly. Cool. Star Wars to radicalize. You guys have been radicalizing off and on for the last 3 sessions. I'm here for it. I just need to make it to the end of the game. What else can I do to up production here? I don't want to do emergency shifts. I hate that idea. Is there anything I can build on top of that district? Oh, I hate it when the game saves. 50 more goods, but it ups disease. That might help a little bit. I did not know that was an option. I will take a look at that as soon as the stream is over, Emperor.
Our scouts have surveyed new areas.
I didn't even think that was a thing. Anyway, the city must not fall. I agree with you. No, I apologize for that. If that's a setting that I, on accident, set, that I will fix that. All right, this one is done. Let's tear it down. The spare housing. This is done. Pause. Let's see what we've learned. Sun colonists. How many? Sending the Valley Winter home will be very challenging. You will need to divert resources, manpower, and attention from New London. Are you certain you wish to confront this challenge now? It seems we are ready to meet these challenges. Scouts report the valley is filled with toxic miasma seeping chasms in the ground, seemingly made by a huge explosion. In an effort to make the site more hospitable, we could force an avalanche down the valley. If we could get access to the foundation of the destroyed generator and salvage the cores within, we have to demolish the last of the ruins and crack the ground open even more. Once our colonists arrive, we will have to choose. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's progress the story. Oh, shoot. Send colonists to winter home. Everyone else, all disturbances from London will cease. Oh, let's do that. Have maximum trust. Boy, have I bounced back. That trust was getting angry. Send guards. We'll bring back 913 people. What's here? Help them search. We'll have access to harvesting sites to supply more food. Supplying less food, bring more people back. I'm like, I hate decisions like that. I hate them. Take some families. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing when I was building the Skyway. Now I wish I could go back and redo it, but I'm not going to. It is what it is. We'll just leave it there. We will leave it there. It's been a learning experience. I did a lot during I loved Frostpunk 1. Loved it a lot. And this is drastically different. A lot of the same methodologies apply, but a lot of the things that you do are drastically different. So I'm learning. I don't have 25 teams right now because life is tough. Which means I should go ahead and button up some of these side quests, right? Can't do the prefabs. Let's send the guard. Yeah, send the guards. Let's salvage the remains. Let's take some of the families. And we'll see what that does to my economy. Because why not? Why are you always broken? Let's insulate and repair. All right. So I got maximum trust. I want to get rid of a whole bunch of people. I want to send a whole bunch of colonists out. And then I got to be focused in 3 different spots.
The Research Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
Pause. There's another DLC coming out this week. I was not aware. That is amazing. Zero controversies disrupting work of our scouts. A certain high-ranking officer remains unmarried. His preference for the bachelor style, long-raised eyebrows in the core. But his defiance, even after marriage was made mandatory, has caused a scandal. Other officers refuse. Okay. Always trying to make the pilgrims happy. I need to fix my supply chains big time. Big time. What new buildings do I have? Food. Biowaste hothouse. Let's drop this right there. Gonna add brand new scenario, new maps. Oh, nice. So kind of like how they rolled out the DLCs for Frostpunk 1. I will say I've been enjoying this a lot. At first, not as much as I enjoyed Frostpunk 1, but this one's growing on me. never predicted that I would be one who was so in love with this style of game. And I just find myself constantly drawn to them. In fact, while we wait, let me hop over here and see if I can figure out what setting that is for the 10-minute wait time. That is ridiculous. Can't chat on stream for you have to likely run follow. How am I in follower only mode? That doesn't make any sense. It has really different other facility. It does. It hits really different. I've played some of kind. In fact, I'm actually watching my best friend, Rail Maximus. He's in the middle of a 365-day self-challenge where he's streaming every single day for every single day. And he was doing one from Next Fest last night, and it's the pirate one, Calypso Cove or something like that. And the question was, how is this related to Frostpunk? It's like Frostpunk light. I can see the value of what they're trying to do, but it's not nearly Frostpunk. So let's see, settings, channel. Where's follower only mode? We'll keep the game playing in the background for you guys, and to let time progress for the weather, the temperature to rise, for people to arrive.
Recess has ended.
And more voting. And more research.
Again.
All right. So let's do the thing. Let's pause. I don't have any demands for research right now. Yeah, I don't have any demands for research right now. Let's hold off in case I need to do something real fast. And I think I have one more law that I'm forced to propose. Unregulated parenting. Dedicated motherhood. Okay, so this goes way back to yesterday, folks. Way back to yesterday. It's anybody, since we have enforced marriage, I'm also doing dedicated motherhood to where women who bear children are spared from other duties. Same game, but for the devs, I said, no, we're making true. You know, I like what they did. They tied in enough of Frostpunk 1 to make this a true sequel. I think that looking at it through that lens, that they were not just remaking Frostpunk as a sequel, that they added new mechanics, they added the same ideas, but different ways to approach them. I think they did a really, really good job. It's growing on me quite a bit. Like I said, at first, I was very, I won't say I was unhappy with it, but I was a little put out by it. I was a little, not sure if this is exactly what I want. And for the viewers, if you're watching on Twitch and on computer, you have the ability to vote. This is one that I would like to really have pass. I got 33 for, hesitant to 47, and 20 are against. Really doesn't need any guided voting because I'm respected and all those things. And mixed feeling. Yeah, mixed feeling. I'll take that.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
All right. Give me 1 second, chat. One second. Let me see if this works. Yeah. Thank you for calling out that 10-minute wait. Somehow my follower mode got turned on. That was not by me. And if it was completely by accident. So So I really appreciate. Hey, now voting for myself, that's cheating. Hey, you know, it's one vote out of a lot. It has not helped me at all. All right. Also, I think that's a really cool integration, allowing the chat to be able to vote. All right, now it's time to cool everything down. There's so much that I don't even know about this game, but I've still been enjoying it. Youth patrols. Steward, we are pleased to report that our guard patrols response time has improved. These young citizens are so much help. It's more effective in decreasing crime. I've never had a problem with crime. Never had to worry about that. All right. So the opposing factions will oppose the decision no matter what I make. Arrived at the cursed city. Core underneath the ruins can be used to go further. Upgrade new London's generator, bringing about levels of warmth we've never dreamt of. To reach the cores, we'd have to demolish the ruins, split open the earth, to access those that are buried, and extract them quickly before toxicity renders Winterhome forever uninhabitable. Alternatively, we could seal the toxic features, forever burying most of the cores. We could bring an avalanche down to batten down the cracks, and then work fast to manually check what reigns. But afterwards, we'll build a new city here and use it as a springboard for our expansion. Whichever approach we take, there will be no turning back. All right, chat. I wasn't anticipating this question. I kind of knew this question was coming from what little I knew about the game walking into this, but I didn't think it'd be tear down Winterhome or salvage Winterhome. I have a quandary about that because I'm torn equally in both directions. By settling Winterhome, we'd be able to continue to expand. By salvaging Winterhome, we'd be able to secure our foothold and make it a new, basically a new Winterhome. The throwback to basically Frostpunk 1. I see value in both, and unfortunately I think I'm forced to where I have to make a decision now that I clicked the box. So if you're watching in chat, I'm happy to hear any opinions for the next. We're gonna do a quick little 5-minute break, just a 5-minute break. I'll put it on a be right back screen, and we'll set it for 5 minutes. Let me do that now. That way it's already there. And for the next 5 minutes, I would like for you guys. There's a voting button on the bottom. Oh, I did not see. Thank you. I'm going to leave this for just a couple minutes then. Again, I'm torn. I don't need to take a break then. That's fantastic. I'm torn pretty equally. I'm not going to vote. So I'm going to give it. We'll give it 2 minutes. But if you're watching, even off in the distance, and you don't see it on your screen, if you're on mobile, if you're on a tablet, something like that, the choice is salvage or settle. Get that word in, and we will go forward with it. So far, we're seeing settle Winterhome is taking the day. But I want to see if anybody else has any input. I'm fine with either. I think expanding our ability to search is great. It's the same way when there's an event with multiple choices. You see the icon in the art. Unlike the law of voting, here you have the final say. You just see the opinions. That's smart. That's smart. I like the Twitch integration. I think it adds a very important dynamic to the game. Doesn't matter if you have 100 people watching you or no one. Just having the ability to say, "Hey, chat, what do you think?" Right? It makes it more interactive. And I think that's a really cool thing. All right, we're down to about 30 seconds left. But yeah, all right, let's do this. I'm gonna side with chat. Chat's saying 100% settle. I'm equally torn. I could do either and be happy and not lose any sleep over it. So we're gonna go with settle. Oh, sure. Do you want to accept the thing that you just accepted, that you just mulled over and thought about and contemplated? Man, yes, I accept. I've already committed. All right. Remember, toxic gas springs spew toxic fumes. We have frost break and contain all toxic fissures before gas concentration becomes lethal. Okay. Pause. Before anything. Let me see what frost breaking looks like. So it's a frost break, and then we can use them as... That's how we get access to Steam? Is finally doing this? Alright, toxic gas spring. So we got a frost break to the toxic gas and control them. And we'll have geothermal. There's an outburst in 45 weeks. And there's rapid frost breaking and safe frost breaking. You have different this is crazy. I dig it. See, what did you say before? Frostpunk 1's about small communities surviving against the odds. Now comes Frostpunk 2. We're 30 years later, and we've survived all this time and need to grow to expand. But how? The people have certain views on how to do things. So who you listen to, Stuart? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think that's a really good take. That's a really good take. All right, so here's what we're gonna do, chat. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm not 100% happy with what I'm about to say, but I think we're gonna call this stream here for right now. So let me talk about that for a second before we do anything, right? This is a super sneaky afternoon stream while I'm on vacation. My normal stream time will be this evening. I'm invigorated to come back. I think this is a good pause point, but I also just want to dive in. So I don't know. I have a couple things to fix with my bot on the background. I have my other class that I need to take care of today for my degree. My wife and my son should be home anytime now for lunch. So here's what I'm going to say. As much as I don't want to, I think I'm going to end it here for tonight, or for today, for right now. I'm going to go ahead and do lunch. I'm going to fix the stuff that needs to be fixed for the stream. I'm going to get this video cut up into a couple pieces and put on YouTube. I will be back this evening between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m. is usually my start time. I'm trying to push closer to 8, and I play usually until midnight. There is a chance, albeit small, that I might be back earlier because I really want to dive into this part of the game. But I think that if I started right now, I would miss lunch with my wife and my son. I would probably run short on time to get my schoolwork done for the day. And I want to get this done. I just need to. So let me hit this button. Chat, thank you so much for being here. I will see you again this evening. For those of you watching on YouTube, I really appreciate it. The watch hours have helped a lot. I will have this video from today cut up and posted to YouTube shortly. If everything goes according to plan, I've been working on that in the background. I will be back tonight between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern. I want to tell you 8. I want to tell you 8. But I can't. Because I can't guarantee that right now. but I can tell you by 9 p.m. I'll be here. Maybe earlier, depending on how tired my kids are when they get home from the sports camp today. But Emperor, thank you so much for pointing out the fact that I was in follower mode. Had not realized that. That's horrifying. Thank you for the follow and hanging out, as well as some of the advice. I hope to see you back in some way, shape, or form. Everyone else who's been watching this, I really appreciate the hip pocket views and the lurks. I will be back this evening for more Frostpunk 2 as we tackle Chapter 4 with a couple things fixed on the bot and a lot of things ready to go. Let's hit that button. And that should work. Yeah, see, that one goes right to Twitch and to YouTube, so that's great. But I really appreciate you guys being here today. The information is we going through the chat here in just a second. If you want to check out my website, which has my blog on it, I blog Monday, Wednesday, Friday about parenting, leadership, school, life, everything. I also will be back here again tonight. My normal broadcast time is Tuesday, Thursday, and I'm trying to get back into Saturdays. I'm just getting back into streaming after taking a very long time off. You can also find me on Discord with Misfortune's Glory, which is what a group that Rail Maximus, Weaseltoe, and I created out of our communities many years ago. But until then, and until I come back, the same thing as my close always stands true. Much love. Stay safe. Wash your damn hands. I'll see you guys later tonight. Hang tight, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, or see you tonight. Bye.
Your shadow stretching on the floor while the sun gets low. I got a feeling that the glow deep inside my core needs to breathe to flow. We push it right on through. I know you need it too, because we have been working hard right from the very start.